Hello, Kaz Jim here, and well, I've been making a lot of use of this teleportation room, let me tell you what. So, it's just so wonderful having this. I mean, oh, it's so great. I can get anywhere I need to go, and it looks great. I added a couple of little detail pieces. If I just going up here, I added these inverted red fixtures, and actually, I'm probably going to make this more red. I don't know why, I just feel like it could fit this room. And I turned this into the architectural block. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. But you can tell what it is by the shape. It's, I don't know, kind of cool. I like it. And then I added, these are the these are the 4 diameter arches. Piece number 2, I believe. And yeah, they're actually pretty sweet. And they work really well here because it gives it a nice vaulted ceiling look without being too much, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. Well, hello there, little kitten. My little kitten has come, well, my not so little kitten has come in to say hello. Anyway, so this is still chugging along too. I'm making plenty of snow and snowballs and ice. Making, oh wow, a lot of these matter balls. We're actually nearing completion on filling this thing. Hi there. You're being a noisy little kitten, aren't you? And then, yeah, this is all just going rather swimmingly. Only thing... Okay, so it is pulling that through. Just seems a little slow sometimes. But yeah, it's working overall. A couple things that still need addressing, things like sandstone and all that, but honestly, overall, I'm pretty excited. I like the way the stonework's turned out. And the teleportation room. The teleportation room I'm exceptionally proud of. So, what are we doing today? Well, I've done a little bit of prep work, and I made a lot of crystals using my crystal growth pool. And okay, it did close. And I was just dead curious because, I mean, what if I went ahead and just started getting into some of the autocrafting? I mean, that would be something cool, right? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and grab a couple things. First thing we're going to want is the molecular assembler. Ooh, scary. So this is kind of the brains of the operation. Or this is kind of the execution. The brains are up here with the crafting storage. So this allows you to do bigger and bigger jobs, as I recall. And that's a crafting unit. Crafting co-processing unit. It's pretty complicated, actually. So we need a crafting unit to get started. And we're going to need, oh, we need a lot of those. I clearly don't remember all my recipes. Okay, so let's create co-processing units, yeah? Really? Let's make a bunch of those. There we go. And then let's make a few more of these guys. Oh, and we ran out of the calculation processors. What? Okay, let's toss this in, and let's make some more of those. No, in fact, why am I going cheap? I shouldn't be going cheap. Got so much. There we go. And then if I grab silicon, this is probably gonna get snatched up quick. Yeah, it's gobbling that stuff up now. Okay, so should be fine now. Or at least better. So let's grab some more of these. Okay. And you as well, and you as well. And then let's grab crafting storage. For now, we're actually just gonna go with 4K because I feel like that's kind of, you know what? Let's go big. Let's go for 16K. Just to kind of go big or go home type thing. There we go. And then we need the 16K, which is right here. There we are. And then we are going to create this guy. Awesome. So we're going to bring this crafting computer online, but not before we make some interfaces, which I'm not sure I have. Oh yeah, I've got enough to do a few of these. So if I go to my interface here, just make a few. It's not too bad. Next gen crafting right there. All right, so actually I need to grab probably one of the most important things, wiring. So we need cable. Running low on that, but I've got plenty of the smart cable for now. And this is part of the reason why I gotta do it, because everyone knows that some of the first things you have to automate as far as crafting is the AE materials themselves. Like, oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, so we've got a gaping hole, by the way. We're gonna ignore that. Might have gotten carried away with a tool I was trying out. It worked out fine though. No big deal. No big deal. All right, and let's just drag this over here. So that was the wrongish choice. There we go. No, that was also wrong. I'm bad at placing blocks. I'm bad at a block placing game. Rip. Alright. There we are. So, I'm gonna make this room pretty, obviously. But for now, what I want to do is just kind of give a proof of concept, and then this room is pretty much just gonna look like the main AE room. It's really not terribly fancy. Shall we put you right here? Yeah, that'll do great. And then there's a couple ways to do this. You've got kind of like the starflower design, which I'm a fan of, and in fact I'm going to do. Or actually, no, I don't want to do the starflower design. I want to do this design. Yeah, let's do that design. So this design that I'm showing you is something that was developed pretty soon after everyone realized kind of the detriment of the starflower design. And it effectively gives you... It doesn't give you as many kind of terminal points as the starflower, but what it does do is it gives you kind of a nice equal distribution. So this is good for putting your heavy jobs in. So for instance, this might be where I place things like, you know, my cabling for ME. I might put those in, I don't know, this ME interface, and then that has access to 3 molecular assemblers. I could plug it in here, and it would have access to 3. So each one of these has access to 3, and you can extend it too. You can extend it up. The maximum you can do, however, is making it 4 tall, because at that point, you run out of channels. So, yeah, this is a design that I enjoy using. And I probably will go ahead and make this 4 high at some point. It's kind of nice having just like a room full of these 4 high crafting towers just going at it. And then the starflower design, in which you kind of sit there and like make a flower with every side of this molecular assembler being touched by an interface. And that method is good, but it's really only useful for like big single crafts. So, or sorry, not big single crafts, like individual things that you might not use much. Like, let's say, I don't know, the actual ME drives, things like that. Something like, oh, the highest tier thing from thermal expansion. And that's how you just get a lot of interfaces, a total of 9? Yeah. So 9 times 6, you would get, wow, you actually get a lot, 54. So you get 54 crafting operations on a single one of these molecular assemblers. But then again, doesn't allow for multitasking. So it's all a balancing act. It's all a big balancing act. Let's go ahead and let's make our way upstairs, shall we? Love that elevator. And of course, Greg is being condescending over there. But that's okay. We forgive Greg. We also need to make our actual crafting computer, which is what we've got right here. And for that, we're actually going to go with these 8. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to remember, is it the... It's not the cell workbench. It's none of that stuff. Not spatial. Not the ME drive. All these blocks is what you have to use. Is it the pattern terminal? Don't I already have one? Interface terminal? Aha! Here's where it is! Yes! Okay, so now I need to make the crafting thing. So that's ME storage cell, spatial storage. Don't need those. Blank pattern. Yes, this is what I need. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop into here. Qgosh just joined. Awesome. I have to drag him into a voice chat. And we will put this blank pattern right here. The first thing I make on every single one, without fail, is the crafting pattern itself to make more crafting patterns. Okay. And now I can look at applied, and I can make myself, let's just say 20 of these. Oh, need more quartz glass. That's something else I need to automate there. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is kind of how I'm going to go about for a few minutes, and I'm just going to kind of automate the basics of Applied Energistics. And I'll go ahead and show you kind of the results of that. This molecular assembler setup is really only half of it. The other half of it is the crafting computers that actually kind of sit there and send out the processes and say, hey, we need this many of something, you make it. So it's a pretty critical part that I just kind of omitted, and I even went out of the way and crafted the stuff so I could do it, but derpy Kaz is derpy. So we're going to clear out a space for it. Need a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm going to try and, I guess, have the crafting computers on one end, and then I can have the assemblers on the other. That'd probably be cool for this room. So let me go one higher, and then we're going to put the crafting storage right here. Yeah, that's going to be great. And then co-crafting unit right there. One strategy that people have used is for different jobs, you could, theoretically, just stack a bunch of the crafting storages and then have the crafting processor units just like side by side, so like everything is assigned 1. But it's not the most efficient way to do it. I don't know. I don't really like putting them in little units of 8. That's how I do it. Or at least 4. 4 is kind of my minimum. Sometimes I do a little more, sometimes I do less, but for the most part, I feel like 6 or 8 is a good amount. Because you've got to keep a cuboid shape. But there we go. Alright, and then let me go ahead and just for the aesthetics of it, we're going to put this right here, and you right here. There we go. And now, in theory, I should be able to make my first crafting operation call. If I go back up to the workshop, and I say, make me a thing. Make me a blank pattern. Next. I wanted it automatic, but sure, we'll assign it to CPU 0 because there's only one CPU. Look at that! It automatically crafted. My first crafting operation is complete. Alright, and now, another important one. But, okay, so now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stack in the first kind of set of mostly Applied Energistics related stuff. And that will really allow me to expand my system fast. So I will be back once I've populated this a little bit. Alright, so after running into a quick snafu trying to get the chipsets done, Still not ready. What on earth? I swear that's connected to the network. Do I need to name the ender chest? I wonder. Maybe I need to name the ender chest. No, that can't be it. Is it? I think that's it. So, because that should be the only other... Let me try as a standard interface. Maybe I'm just remembering this wrong. So, here. 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 And we're going to take off the west. How did I remember that was Minecraft West? Awesome. Okay, so patterns. This guy. Okay, so now in theory, I should see an interface there with those patterns in it. Okay. Yeah, the problem was the export thing. I'm just a dummy. I was trying to use the wrong thing. Alright, so now in theory, I should be able, though, to... If I take all those out. Yeah! Alright, so now, let's try to make a couple of these 4Ks. So I go ahead and just hit start. We're missing pure service. It's such a rabbit hole. It's just an endless rabbit hole. It never ends. Okay. So the way I'm getting around this, because I don't want to move those machines, because I do want instant access to them, is I'm actually just using ender chests. And since this is sensitive information, and I don't want thieves stealing any of my stuff, I am using diamonds to lock up those couple of chests. Because I don't want him siphoning off my APplied Energistics goodies. I mean, I totally trust him. You believe that I trust you, right?
I believe so.
Apparently I used to. So where's the cyan dye? There it is. Alright, that's easy enough. So now I go ahead and just place a couple of these guys. Boop, boop. And 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. And then let's lock that up. And lock that up. That's right. Now no sneaky fellow server mates can go and steal my valuable quartz crystals. That's what I'm defending. Alright, so let's go ahead and just bust that real quick. Place you there. And then I believe if I am correct, this should still pull in. I don't need to change anything down there. Nope. Good. So now I will run downstairs real quick. Place an ender chest somewhere around here. Running out of space, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way. We always do. You know what? Temporarily, let's move this flux plug. It's a very important flux plug, but just temporarily move it. There we go. See? No one missed it. No one will ever know what I did. Okay. And now, let's do a processing thing. So we're going to, in order to do a process, we're going to, we need to grab. So in order to make this, we need the Certus quartz seed. So we need the Certus quartz seed pattern. Then we also just need some Certus quartz seed. And then we also need a second one of those. And now let's go ahead and make this a thing. So now, clear 2 of these makes 2 of those. Note that I'm on the kind of the furnace mode, and then encode. So now I've got a pattern that says, hey, this interface, whenever it gets 2 of this, it's to make 2 of that. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but, you know, just good to remind ourselves sometimes. And then let's go ahead and, okay, that's ready to go. So let's see if, oh, and I'm also going to need to place, I didn't actually make the other pattern, did I, for the Certus? There we go. I don't want to use red sand. I want regular sand. There we go. Really? There we go. Wait, I already had that. Derp. It's okay. You can just reuse old crafting patterns. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we'll just roll down here and we will stick that somewhere in our initial crafting pattern system. Let's stick it right there. That'll be good. So now, if I go ahead and reclaim these, and I want to craft, let's say 100. Go. We should see, there we go. It's sending everything through. So it's automatically crafting the Certus quartz seeds. It looks like 3 at a time because I've got access to 3 of those molecular assemblers attached to the single interface. So the 3 sets make 6. Those are being sent 6 at a time through to the liquid growth chamber. That's going to be awesome. And I'll repeat that for all the different patterns and such. So now, if I go ahead and just place everything back, act like nothing happened, because nothing probably happened. Now, if I go to 4K, and it's going to get more and more complex for the higher tier stuff, but I will slowly see myself getting more of these. And once it reaches kind of a dead end, it'll be like, okay, hey, send me more stuff. I need to do this. And what I can do too is once I get more of the crafting computers in, I can actually send out big batch processes, and I can say, hey, I want to make, I don't know, 10,000 of these Certus quartz seeds just because they're useful and I need them a lot. So I could theoretically do that. Is it a good idea to do such a thing? Probably not. But we're going to pretend that it's okay. Anyways, that's actually going to be it for today. Kind of a much simpler episode and not as much on the aesthetic side, but the important thing is that we've got auto processing started. That is a huge step, and now I've got to spend time off camera for the next couple days actually expanding my auto crafting system. But pretty much the next time you guys see it, I want there to be just rows of these crafting computers. It's just going to be great. Oh, I cannot wait. It's going to be exciting. But first, before I end things, Q, I believe, had an improvement that he wanted me to check out.
Yeah,
He's probably going to kill me.
I made a new tower.
You made a tower? Okay, so well, I'm not going to die, so I'm already a fan. Oh, there's a tower in the way of your tower, sir.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah.
That's in the process of demolition.
Oh, okay. I recommend a nuke. That would demolish it.
No, it's that.
Oh,
this is gonna be
you know what would work? The draconic reactor. Just stick that right there. It'll be fine.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna.
Honestly, if you let off a draconic reactor here, it might destroy my base too. Like,
yeah.
not even kidding. But okay, so let's check this out. Yeah. So you said you're moving your Thaumcraft stuff over to here?
Yeah, this is gonna be my new Thaumcraft tower.
Nice. You went with an even circle, I see, instead of the traditional odd circle.
Yes, I went with the
interesting choice with the infusion altar.
Yeah, figured that way it was kind of like even with the infusion altar since it likes symmetry.
But the infusion altar itself is odd.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and put the elevators here. I'm gonna put 2 here.
What kind of elevator? There's so many torches. Oh, you are definitely gonna need some torches down here, my friend.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna put some torches.
Is it just gonna float there?
I'm unsure just yet. It might be used by arcane levitators. You know.
Fair enough.
Make it float.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do 2 arcane levitators down here. I already have one in this tower, so I'm in the process of making another one before I move my all my stuff from my arcane workbench and everything. Yeah, this is my new tower. I also added on, as you can see, since last time you were here, I added some wiring over to my immersive building and added a blast furnace.
Nice, nice. Oh, I think I saw the blast furnace. It wasn't fully set up, though. Because I think I was, like, stalking you or something without you seeing, and I saw that it was, like, half set up, but,
yeah,
you know, it's fully set up now. It's good.
I also set up I also cleared out the lava pit, so that way it's going to be, I'm not sure just yet, but something.
Nice,
and then
nice.
I also built a thermal building here, which is going to be for my thermal expansion machines, as well as some energy production from some tree oil.
So is this just like a vacant lot? Are you going to put this up for sale? Like, hey, come live at Q's place for X amount of diamonds?
No. This is
what's rent cost around here?
This is going to be my end game immersive plots. So
so this is just kind of the beginning immersive thing.
Yes, I'm going to go into the biodiesel and the excavator and stuff like that.
Q, come over to me real quick. I just want you to see this. This is fantastic. So stare at the entrance to your thermal building. It looks like someone that has a really shocked expression on their face. I can't unsee that now. You're gonna have to change it so I can stop laughing at it. It's too much. I'm just kidding, but oh my gosh, I'm never going to unsee that now. Like, I can see it from all angles now. This is horrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thanks for showing me that. I'm really excited to see your new tower, but yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, definitely demolish the old one. It's ruining the real estate, man. You know.
Yeah.
Gotta think about resale. I mean, where are you gonna resell your plateau for? You know, they don't want to come on here and demolish a building.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Your infusion altar's broken.
Oh well, thank you.
I fixed it.
Well.
Now it is online.
It is only stable.
Well, you'll learn. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is yeah, I'll go ahead and just kind of call it here. Thanks for showing me that.
Yeah,
totally. That was pretty fun. But yeah, so this is pretty fun. Got the auto-crafting started, got a little bit of wiring in, got to see a nice update to Q's base, and yeah, next time you guys log in, there will be lots of improvements in this room. Pretty much the same thing, just expanded that way. Anyways, well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you have something to say, you know, drop something in the comment section. I try to read everything. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to tune in next time, I'll be posting another episode here in a couple days. I try to do 2 or 3 episodes a week of this series right now because, well, I'm really enjoying it. But honestly, that's about all I can fit in with doing dissertation right now. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is KazJim signing out. See ya!